Yes, welcome to another installment of The Perspective. Once again, I would like to say happy birthday to the Perspective Zone, Nikki Demesty.
Yay!
She lost her voice from partying within these last couple of days, but thank God Strong Island got us mic'd up tonight. So again, we got Beez here.
Hello.
We got Lover here. Our sister in arms, Tracy, wasn't feeling too well today, so we will meet up with her again next week. Feel better, Trey.
Feel better.
Let's get straight into the topics, and this one came straight from an experience that Nikki had, I guess, last week.
This past Saturday, I was at the nail shop, and I was there's a bagel shop right across the street. So I just got finished getting my nails, and it was early in the morning, so of course I'm wearing like my sweatpants and hoodie and a hat on because I was just getting it done. So I go in the store, I'm behind this one guy. It's like a white guy in his late 40s. It looks like maybe early 50s. He's right in front of me, so he's placing an order. So he ordered to the girl behind the counter happens to be black. She goes, I want a large coffee with such and such. She's like, all right. So she goes to work, this, that, and the third. She gives the guy the coffee. He was like, well, where's my bagels? And then he goes off on her. It's not that hard for you to get my order right. I asked for 2 bagels and this, that, and the third. And then she was like, I'm sorry, sir, but I didn't hear you say that. So then he was like, this is not quantum physics. You can't even get this right. So she walked away. So then the manager came over, like, what's wrong? She can't get it right. What's wrong with her? How do you have people like that working here? And I'm saying, like, yo.
Relax.
Yeah.
It's just a bagel.
It's just a bagel, $1.90. Yeah. You know, it was 2 bagels. So I'm like, yo. So everybody see this and not saying that. So I was like, so you was very rude to the woman. So
Yeah.
I said, I was behind you. I didn't even hear you ask for a bagel. Mind your business. I was like, no, you was rude to her. You sitting here talking about her, and you the one that you didn't place the order.
Right.
So he's like, I happen to be in Fleetwood, which is part of Mount Vernon, but Mount Vernon has 2 different sides. So he was like, oh, you on the wrong side of town, sweetheart. And I was like, what are you talking? He's like, this ain't the ghetto.
No.
Yes. And I was just like, who the fuck are you talking to? So now I'm stepping up to the man.
Now it
you
just got ghetto. Now it just
got ghetto. So then he was like, you need to shut the fuck up, you ghetto black bitch.
He said that to you,
Yes.
Nikki?
No.
Yes. So I'm like, everybody now mind you, we're in the bagel shop. Everybody's flabbergasted now. And I'm like, I'm ghetto? I was like, you don't know me. I said, but if I'm from the ghetto, you know what the ghetto's like. I advise you to walk out this store right now. Mm-hmm. And so he was just like, oh, whatever. And I was like, what are you going to do? He was like, get your fingers out my face. What are you going to do? So I'm stepping up to the guy. He's walking backwards now. I'm like, what are you doing? If I'm so ghetto and you know what happened in the ghetto, you need to get out this store right now. Keep it walking. So he finally left. And so the owner, afterwards, the manager and the owner came to me and was like, thank you so much. That guy was a jerk. And the girl was like, I'm so sorry, but thank you. And I was like, I heard that man. He did not order a bagel or whatever. Right. And then all of a sudden, everybody in the store is like, yeah, you was right. This, that, and the third, and so on and so forth. But when he was saying this stuff, nobody spoke up. So the moral of the story is, racism is very real, even now in 2015. Mm-hmm. And when he was yelling at the girl, so the only reason why he did that is because she was black. Yeah. He said, why do you even have her working in your establishment?
Oh my God.
So, yeah, it was like crazy. Wow.
So this is going to get us into something we're going to talk about, that generations before us, our generation, and generations in the future that are going to start already been dealing with, and that's racism. And it's a little bit different than what we do here at The Perspective, but it's something that we would like to raise awareness and just talk about it. So it's a lot of stuff. It goes into stigmatisms, how other races feel about us. So we're going to get into it a little bit today, and then the next half an hour we're going to get into something a little on the brighter side. So.
This is the dark side.
This is the dark side, and this is a show we talk about it all. So this is something we knew we was going to get into not so early with one of our members, and her celebrating her birthday this week. That's something nobody should ever get happen to them. So what do you feel about this subject, Beez?
I definitely had my own experience with a racial joke being said to me, and it was actually the first time I had someone identify my color. I've never ever been in a situation where I felt like inferior in a way. So me and my coworker just so happened to be wearing the same color outfit. Yeah. I had a dress on, but she had a shirt. We both had on turquoise. So then she had black pants on, but I had the dress. So my coworker comes and she's like, "Oh, look at that! Like you two, like you guys are dressed the same way, you know, same color." She's like, "Oh, but Sue, you know, she's wearing black pants and you're wearing, you know, you're wearing a dress." I said, "Yeah," and she was like, "But technically, aren't you wearing black pants because you're black?"
Wow.
And I was like,
No, dummy.
"No, it's like,
I'm not wearing pants
it's
at
not
all.
the same thing." And she was so adamant. She was like, "Yeah, you know, like it's the same." There's an older white woman. She's like late, for me, I think she's in her late 60s. And she really didn't see anything wrong with it. So I really sat, you could hear a pin drop in my order.
Oh my God.
I sat
She
there.
probably doesn't even realize what she said.
Yeah.
She doesn't get it.
I sat there and I thought about it, and I was debating. I said, should I say something to her? I was in such shock. I didn't even know what to do. And it was the first time that I've ever experienced it. That was the first time I saw my color.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't that moment. I never saw my color. And I never saw anybody else's color. I always knew, like, you know, I'll be black and there's like 20 white women in the room.
Yeah.
But I never felt like, oh my God, there's 20 white women in the room.
And I'm black.
So I went up to her and I told her, I said, you know, I felt very offended by what you said. She was like, no, like, I didn't mean anything by it. You know, like, I
You know how they get when you say
Say
something.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah, now
I
you
have
got
on
it.
white
Oh, man.
pants.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's kind of the same thing. I said, I will never compare your white pants to your white skin. Like, I would never do that. And I actually left work. I was bawling, crying, because it was the first time I walked through the hallways and I can see black, white, Asian, Hispanic. I can see all of these things that I've never saw before.
That's crazy. I had an experience in college.
Oh, yes.
And it was like a big old ordeal. So me and my girlfriend, we lived in a common area. We lived in a dorm, and the dorm was like a tower, and around the tower were like little dorms. It was smaller though. So there's a fire drill in the tower. So when there's a fire drill, everybody has to go outside and stand outside on the lawn. But it was cold, so we had my girlfriend's friend lived like in the lower area. So he was like, "Oh, just come by the room. It's cold outside. Just come by." But we didn't know where his room was or whatever. So we go into the lower area, and the door number of the rooms are on the bottom of the door. So we had to walk past, look. So we're walking in the dorms, and one of the doors was open, so we couldn't see if that was his room or not. And there was a bunch of white guys in there, guitars and all of that stuff. So we looked at the door, and the bottom of it wasn't his room, and I was like, "Oh no, he's next door." We walked down the hall, and one of the white guys in the room was just like, "Oh my God, did you see those black girls out there?" So we were just like, we heard him, but we're not, you know, we're like, wait, what did he say? He was just like, "Oh, I have to close the door because the hallway stinks because of all of the black people in the hallway." And he slams the door.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So I'm tight, like I'm pissed. So my girlfriend, she was more upset, and I was more like pissed. So I go back into the door, I'm bang, 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 banging on the door, and then I open the door. So my girlfriend, she was like, really, at that time now, our friend had opened the door.
Right.
So he came out, he was like, "What happened, what happened, what happened?" So I'm telling him what happened, and my girlfriend like ran out crying because she was really, really upset. I'm not gonna tell you how it turned out because you know, the university, in case you're watching. But it turned out to be like a big old ordeal. Like the Black Student Union came, NAACP was there. They had like a big meeting about it. And we had just got to the school. Like we were sophomore transfers in. We just got there. And this Halloween, it happened.
Oh my God.
And we just got to the school. We were just like, the dean was there. Eventually one of the boys that was there wasn't a student. So he was like banned or something from the school, and the other boy was like suspended from the university.
Wow.
So like there was major action towards it because like all the student groups got together. And it wasn't like, I went to like a predominantly white high school. My elementary school and junior high school was a little more urban, but like college, there's not that many of us. Like there wasn't that many of us in Albany. But I was clear to what racism was, but that was the first time it directly happened to me, and someone was talking to me as a black girl. So it was very like shocking, like
So let me ask you something.
eye-opening.
There's a split between how black people should react to racial slurs. There's some people that should react very, not violently, but enraged. And there's some people, because I've had a couple managers of mine who've gotten racial slurs, because I do work in Garden City. I'm not trying to say Garden City is a racist place, but we do get it.
Long Island.
It's Long Island. We do get it where I work. So I had a manager who would take it on head on, and I had a manager who would ignore it.
Right.
And as a people, that's what's going on with us too. We don't know It's a split between should we go head on,
right,
or should we
NAACP it, or should we like
or just brush it off?
Ignore it.
As us, we gotta find a way how we should go head on with this with racial slurs.
Right.
Because there's some people like your homegirl did. She started crying.
Right.
And there's a lot of people
who was banging on the door like me.
Who was banging on the door or started crying. And then there's another who feel like not being more so educated. They'll be like, yo, just brush this off. This is something we're gonna have to deal with for the rest of our lives and as a generation and forever. So, and that's how I feel how black people are now when it comes to it. There's an actual split.
It is, and it's kind of like, it's very like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. Are we gonna be like peaceful and say nonviolent? Or are we gonna be like, get the guns out, we about to bust it down? Me personally, like, I feel like you can, I don't want to say I'm more Malcolm X than Martin Luther King, because they're not opposite.
Yeah.
They were both for the same vision. However, Malcolm was very much like, well, you're not gonna come bust down my door and kill my family and I'm gonna stand there.
Right.
Which I'm very much like you're not gonna say those words to me and think I'm not gonna be banging on your door and nothing's gonna be said. I'm not saying that we have to shoot and kill you, but you're gonna be addressed. Just like if a black person said it to me, or Spanish, and you're gonna be addressed. So I think it's more so on your idea. I think mixing the two is better. This generation, they're very Malcolm to me.
Yeah.
This generation is very like,
boom.
We here.
Yeah.
We are here.
And plus too, I think in terms of people choosing if they should say or if they shouldn't say, it becomes a matter of self and what you think is important to you and how you're gonna defend yourself. So like in that moment, I use for my example, for me to walk up to her was actually a stretch for me, because I would have normally just, you know what, I could take it, whatever it is. But in that moment, I would have continued to let her be ignorant, and I would have continued for me to be ignorant too.
Right.
And in that moment, I chose not to. So I think it's a matter of, even though it may not go NAACP, it may not be a march, you have to let people know, or you're going to continue living ignorance.
Yeah, but we as professional women, as we get higher and higher in our careers, we are probably going to be the only ones in the rooms having to represent. You don't want to be the angry black lady.
Oh, I have to show you a picture.
You don't want to be like
on Facebook.
That person, that stigmatism, but it's like, if I don't be strong and this and that, I'm gonna be walked all over and not noticed. But if I'm too strong, oh, there's the black girl.
Yeah,
so,
that's the stigmatism that
right.
So here, sorry.
Go ahead.
There's this picture that this guy that I follow on Facebook have posted on Instagram. It is called the Nigga Puff Girls.
What?
One is Peanut, Precious, and Peaches. And he posted, he said, it says the new Powerpuff Girls. And he posted it. He's Puerto Rican. He actually thought that it was funny. He saw it as, oh no, I can't believe that they got the Nigga Puff Girls. And I'm like, that's not cool.
Funny.
Like, it's called the Nigga Puff Girls.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
No,
and you actually thought that it was funny.
Well, a lot of other cultures are not, they don't know what it's like to be black. They can pretend, they can use the N-word, they can act like they're down, but when I always say this, when the KKK comes,
they're not coming for them.
They're not coming for you. They're coming for us. So it's all fun and dandy until you chilling with your homeboys in Garden City and you use the N-word and I'm standing in the room. You know what I mean? Or the Kanye West song come on and you don't use the N-word because I'm standing in the room.
Right.
So you have to be honest with yourself. I am 100%, I think everyone's a little racist, personally. I think everyone's a little racist. It's just a matter of how you go about it. We all have our stigmatisms about color, but it's about professionalism and being decent, I guess the word is. Like, you have to be able to be like that. But a lot of people nowadays don't care no more. Like, they just use this N-word and they white, black, Chinese. Like, I've seen it all, and I'm offended. Like, I'm like, they call each other the N-word, and I'm sitting on the train like, oh, this is fun.
But at the same time, they can tell us, like, well, you guys use it more than we do. And those are the conversations that's happening.
Absolutely.
Well,
absolutely.
It must be right now because you guys sort of embraced it.
It starts with us.
It starts with us.
It does start with, and we use it a lot. We use it a lot. I'm not saying that I don't use it, because I do here and there. I don't use it as much, but I do use it, so I'm just as guilty or whatever. But it's still not okay for you to use it. I don't care. Like, I don't think it's okay for y'all to use it because we can use it. It's just, I mean, we could have jokes about chicken and watermelons. Y'all can't.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
I mean, it's the reality. It sucks.
Yeah,
it sucks, but
Yeah.
That's just.
So like just back on Lover's analogy of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, I do believe that a lot of people nowadays are on the Malcolm X, but I think we need to have a marriage of both type of ideologies.
Yeah.
We have to be, sometimes in taking action, you have to be more in the Malcolm X, but also on the learning and teaching people that this is not right. And that's the Malcolm X, the peaceful way of doing
the
it.
Martin.
In my situation at the store, I was straight Malcolm X at that point.
But
no, you was out there.
Yeah, I was there. I just, you know, and for me, it just flipped. But when I'm at work, I'm more.
Want me to chime in?
Yeah, yes.
Just chime in.
Come on in.
If anybody didn't know, this is the owner of Strong Island Radio, TV. This is LA the boss.
This topic is like needs to be discussed, but just from my point of view, racism, it blows my mind that there's racism even within black people.
Yes.
With light skin.
Yes.
And
Oh,
when I
yes.
first heard
yes.
that for the first time, I was like I couldn't understand it.
Yeah.
But I noticed that a lot of light skinned black people get a hard time
Being-
darker
dark
skin.
skin. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, I never knew that. So that's one thing. And then I just want to say the N-word. I never ever. I'm not gonna say I never said it,
Right.
Right.
but I never ever say it. And I think what happened is the younger generation kind of glorified the word.
Yes.
They took they took the negativity out of the word and they kind of glorified it. And now you have everybody using it so nonchalantly,
Yeah.
like it's like my
Like it's a
son,
joke.
you
Yeah.
know, and it's like it's like, now it's like my boy. But
Yeah.
as soon as a white person says it, that's it. Like
Right.
no,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
say
You
that
can't
word.
say it.
You're not
Right.
allowed to say that word. A Spanish, a Puerto Rican, oh well, maybe they can say it. Maybe it depends how light skinned or dark skinned they are. But it's like it's really tricky from my perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
it is.
I have to like watch.
There's like rules to it.
Yeah,
It's
there
like
is. Yes.
It's like Bruce
Yeah.
Smith for him being white himself, and it's like, well, if he feels like they're saying it all the time, and let's say me and him, we bros, and and he's like, maybe could I say it, and not say it, and it puts him at a position.
Right.
Okay, would you
Yeah.
be offended if he said it to you and you guys are hanging out? Not to
I
put
would
you
never,
on the spot.
but I would never say
You would
it.
never.
Yeah.
I would never
But I'm
say
just
it. I
being
don't care
devil's
how well I
advocate.
know him.
I
would
kind
never say
of,
it.
I kind of would feel this under it's in my mind like if a white person says it, it's not right,
Right.
and that's the type of thing I'm gonna,
Right.
So
Right.
so we got something from the
Audience
audience.
question.
Actually, I have a good friend of mine. His name is Rich.
Oh yeah.
He's white. His whole family's white. But the way he is, we know he's black. And like when he says it,
Everyone's okay with it.
everyone's okay with it because.
Well, y'all let him be okay. Y'all.
But not even that. It's just that we don't see white.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, but he uses the N word.
Right.
When he's with his white family and you're there and he uses the N word, would you feel some sort of way? Thanks. But that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying to you. Like,
yeah.
it's cool when he's hanging out with y'all, but if you go to his house
his
and you're having
parents,
Thanksgiving
his
and y'all sitting
grandmother.
there talking, you're the only one there, and they throwing this word around, you would feel some sort of way.
Definitely.
I think a lot of the it's because of the culture of wherever it started from or whomever they hang out with. However, what I would have a problem with is I don't want my son to grow up to think it's okay that another race or even his own can say, "Hey, what's up, my nigga?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like it's all fun and dandy until something happens. You know,
Yeah.
like
Or
like
until
if
the
you're
wrong
if
person
you
says
have a
it.
best friend and then they are of an opposite race and they do like use the N word a lot, and then something happens, and when it's now like I can say, for example, you will like me and you. I'm another race, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? Da, 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 da. And then now I'm mad with you, you stupid nigga.
Yep.
Da, da.
Sounds worse.
That is
Sounds
thank
worse.
you.
Yeah, sounds
Yep.
worse.
Yeah.
It's all the context.
It's all the context.
It becomes
the
different, but it's the
context.
same
It's
word.
the same
Yeah.
word.
But I like-
I grew up, like the younger generation, they don't even know that word being used as a
A
bad
negative
word.
word.
When I grew up, that was a nasty word. You would never say that to
Never.
somebody.
Even
But-
if you go down south, they don't really like it being said. Like I have a coworker, not to cut you off, from South Carolina, and she moved up to New York to do music and industry and stuff like that. And she says she hears it so much up here, and she doesn't understand how it's used. She's from the South Carolina, where it's still pretty a little, you know, finicky,
touchy topic.
and that word is like.
But it's just like Violet
Right.
said, is like now this generation is glorifying the word and not really understanding the roots of the word.
Yeah.
Younger
It's-
kids,
Yeah,
these
younger
kids that are
kids.
18 years old,
Yes.
they don't,
They use it like
because it
it's
started in the
nothing.
90s with the golden era,
Right.
Yeah.
when they started using it. And I didn't realize how much, because I love the 90s, and I don't
Right.
remember it being used that much, but now when I
Exactly.
go back and listen, I'm like,
It's
wow,
used
they
a
really
lot.
were using it a lot.
It's a-
But it
yeah.
started then. But any kid who was born after that time, they really
It's-
don't, they never heard that word used
Use
too
it
much.
in
They've
a
heard it
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a more gratuitous way
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
in a bad way. So
Yeah.
it's
Which
like
is
you
why they
can't
don't
blame
think it's a
them in way.
bad idea to say the word, because
Yeah.
they don't know it the way that, you know. From
Yeah.
that
And another, before I go, another word that has the same type of thing is bitch.
Oh
Yes.
You know, I see
Yes.
this one girl on Facebook. She goes, "Oh, you know, well, I embrace the word bitch, and I take the power
Shut
right
up,
out of it."
bitch.
And
Right.
I was
I
like,
would've said
"Are you kidding me?"
I bet she don't embrace it then.
I
Shut
felt like
up,
writing
bitch.
something, but being a white dude, I didn't want to, get involved. But
You
like-
should have said, "Oh, word, bitch." That word, bitch. Go ahead,
But-
bitch.
No, I
bet
felt
you
like,
she
I'm
won't
like, how
like
could
it.
you say that? You
Yeah.
know, it's such a nasty word. How could you call, even, I know girls
Yes.
call them girls, oh, my
Yeah.
bitches and stuff, but it's the same thing. It's
It's
like,
the same, yeah, it's the
it's
same
like-
problem.
it
it's
Yeah.
really not a nice thing, and it really, in the end, it really hurts the
Yeah.
woman in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but
So-
it's used like like I watch TV and it's not even bleeped anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Bitch, 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 bitch.
Like
bitch.
they're
It's
prime
like
time.
basic prime
Prime
time,
time.
8
For a
p.m.
guy
TV.
to feel like I can say I've never been called a bitch.
Oh,
by
girl,
a dude.
please. Many times. Sorry.
I've never been called a bitch by a dude. I don't even think I would even know what to do.
No, you
I don't
lose
think
your
they said- They
mind.
probably didn't say to your face.
Face.
Yeah,
They
to my
probably didn't say
face,
to your
I've
face.
never been called a bitch by a guy. And I think like with that word in particular, it's because a lot of the people in the media and who people are actually looking up to now.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like
They're
they
saying
see it
it.
as
Yeah.
she should have never disrespected him, and a guy is should have said, "You dirty bitch, get the fuck
Yeah.
out my house."
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the shows that we're seeing now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Loving hip hop and all this stuff.
Jesus
They-
Christ.
Oh, my
these
goodness.
girls say names. They call each other
We're gonna
bitches.
get in. We're gonna
Yeah.
Thank you, Ellen.
Thank
you,
you.
Ellen.
We're
No
gonna get
problem.
into that because now I want, as all of us want to be parents,
Or
you
are
are,
parents.
You are a parent. How are we gonna tell the younger generation of boys telling them that the word nigga ain't right? And how are we gonna tell the young generation of girls telling them that this isn't right either?
Tell them.
Well,
It
we
won't-
can't use it.
Well,
Yes.
yes.
That's the first way to let
Sometimes
them
we'll- Sometimes
know.
we'll slip.
No, in my house, bitch,
Yeah.
I can't even like.
Yes.
do
No,
that.
you can't even say like. When I was little, you can't even say shut up in my house.
Okay.
Like it was that. There's
Not
certain.
even damn
So
in
it
my
was
house
not
flies.
damn.
Damn, in my house. does
So
not
there's
fly.
certain things from little that you teach them. I learned these words from like school, people that I've heard,
Yeah.
things like that, and then you grow into your own. For our children, we have to teach them and show them better. You can't put them in a box.
Yeah.
They're going to
You're gonna learn
see
anyway.
it.
Yeah.
They can take the train home.
Yeah.
We live in New York. They can
And
take the bus
you
home.
have to teach them their history because it's like, okay, the N word is the same word that they use to lynch.
Yep.
The N word is the same word that they use for us, allowing us not to vote. Like all of these things. So
Yeah.
Yes.
you have to attach the story with the word to give the reason.
Yeah.
Because the N word was a term that was meant to demean, to
Yeah.
diminish.
Yeah.
The
It still is.
Yes.
Like they still use the KK. They still use these
Yes.
words. It's just that we choose to use it in a different way. And you can say that about the word bitch. You can say that about the word whatever the case is. It's not okay. We're all at fault. Like we're
Yeah.
not angels.
We're not
here.
What
angels
you have
to
to
it.
do
We're
is
not
like,
angels to it, yeah.
I mean, kids are gonna have these outside influence, but it has to start at home. So the word nigga does not get said in my household.
Right.
And again, raising a son, I always say the hardest thing is that I'm raising a black man, and you
Yeah.
have to make sure that you put certain things in certain embed certain what's the word? I'm looking for?
Values.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Into them. So
Yeah.
no, the word you're not gonna. And the people who come to my house, whether they say nigga, this and the third, don't say that in front of my son.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, my son is never going. And the same thing with calling women bitches. I personally, me and my friends or my girlfriends, I know, hey bitch, what's up? No, we don't.
No,
do that.
we don't do that.
We don't do that.
It's a certain like ha ha he he.
No,
Bitch, please. Like ha ha he he. But I
But-
be like, oh, there go my bitch. No, I don't do that. No.
That's crazy.
No.
It's not
And you know what's
happening.
crazy too? Like I noticed, like anytime I go to a rap concert, like when I went to Kanye West concert, and I always found myself still bothered by the fact that Kanye West actually used Billie Holiday's "Strange Fruit" in that background. And to see like people in the crowd like, oh, my niggas, and it's like every single race in there. I always feel away, and I still do not understand how he used that song and put on "Strange Fruit." And now you're in a concert where people are actually saying the N-word, not even realizing that "Strange Fruit"
is about lynching.
What is about lynching
Yeah.
in the 1920s, which a white person actually wrote.
It really
Kanye's
starts,
not the same Kanye.
Yeah, it really starts with the media, and I
No
want to talk.
offense, Kanye.
I want to talk about that a little bit too. In the wake of last night's premiere of Love and Hip Hop, New York.
I missed it.
All right, so now a lot of people have been saying this is a very bad example of us as a race.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
At the end of the day, we're the people who support it the most.
Thank
Yes.
you. I don't.
So-
yeah.
With
I don't watch it anymore.
Yeah.
I stopped. Yeah.
And some people always say, I was reading an article from, I forgot who I was reading it from. Why blame other people how they view us if this is what we're supporting?
Exactly. I agree.
So-
I'm not knocking Love and Hip Hop because that's all we talk about. That's all we do. That's all we watch. Make your money, Mona Lisa. What's her name? Mona Lisa, whatever.
Yeah.
Because
Who's black herself?
who's black herself, Haitian from
Haitian
Brooklyn.
From Brooklyn, yes.
My only thing is that don't complain about it, but you tune in every week.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. Don't get me wrong. Honey Boo Boo,
Yes.
they watch those shows.
Yeah.
What's the Jersey Shore? That was the worst thing ever. Like, and they watch those
But
shows.
Jersey Shore didn't depict them so crazy as well as Mona Scott herself depicting the people that.
Well, who produces the Jersey Shore?
No,
MTV.
but you know what?
Right,
But
and
the
that's-
Jersey Shore, they did have, you know,
Fighting,
people kissing,
spitting.
but they will never see, you know, for me, as my perspective, they will never see that as being, you know, demeaning and diminishing like their
The whole
race,
pic-
the whole
right, the
picture,
whole thing.
you know. But for us, as black people, it is perceived to be that way.
Because they quickly said about Jersey Shore, oh, that's how it is over there.
Yes.
That's what they quickly said about it. That's how it
Well,
is in Jersey Shore.
yeah.
That's how it is. And whether they just singled out that particular area.
As opposed to the race.
As
well,
opposed
there's
to the
more
race.
white shows that are positive than.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we don't
Negative.
have.
We don't have enough.
We don't have enough
yeah.
to counteract.
We don't have
the
enough.
negativity that we
The-
get with the
and then-
ratchetness. Yes.
We watch it.
Yeah, she
I'm
does-
sorry, we watch
she does
it.
love
But then we
Like,
had. I mean, I don't know if y'all remember. Mona Scott. She tried to do a show, Sorority Sisters.
Yes.
And how that got shut down.
Yes.
well, yeah,
So
but because
fast.
the
Because the
organization.
organization
was like, nope.
started boycotting it, and
They started
they.
kicking out their members in the show.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
all-
the
everybody-
power of people.
The power
Yeah.
of people, because that joint got cut, got cut down, and then they had one Friday where they just aired the rest of the things and called it a day.
Call it a
I
day.
didn't
Call it a day.
even see
That can't
it.
even
Yeah.
be. They can't even re-air it as reruns right now.
You gotta really just be a stand. You have to stand
Right.
for something.
Yeah, but the problem is so many people are watching these Love and Hip Hop.
Yes.
Craziness is that they're never gonna get cut off because people are still into Basketball Wives and stuff like
Well,
that.
I will say, I watch because it's entertaining. Like
Yeah.
I don't really like Love and Hip Hop as much as I used to because I just don't have the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I watch New York. I didn't watch it last night, but I like the New York cast and I
Yeah.
like Atlanta because it's just like
It changed.
foolery to me. Like it's
Yeah.
just like I can't believe people live like this.
It
and I
actually
watched the
changed.
the New York.
You remember when we
I don't
first
even-
started, like with Jim Jones,
Right.
and
Yeah.
Chrissy?
Right.
Chrissy.
I
Once-
like them.
Once
But they didn't
Chrissy
like-
started to see what was going on, like, oh, like you purposely are trying to ruin
Exactly.
my stuff. For
She
me
didn't like
to
how she was
fight.
being depicted.
She was gone, and
She
I
was
always
gone.
liked Chrissy.
And that's the same way with what was that show that changed?
Basketball Wives.
Basketball Wives.
Yeah.
changed.
The women didn't like how they were being depicted.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And it's like the moment that shifts, the game. The
the
moment
game,
the
yeah.
game went to BET,
It was a different show.
Downhill.
It was a different show.
All of a sudden now they got Brandy in there, who's from the ghetto, and she takes the bus, and she does like.
Well, I like
come
Chardonnay.
on.
I thought she was funky.
I thought that was horrible.
was Chardonnay?
And
Her
the
name was
fact of-
Chardonnay.
The fact that they had, his wife who was white. What was her name again in the show?
Kelly Pitts.
Kelly
She
Pitts.
was
All
mad
of a
funny.
sudden, she becomes edgier, and
Oh,
she
yeah.
got a little attitude, a little kick.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just leave her how she was?
Yeah.
The show was fine until they started to, I feel,
Black it. Urban,
black
more
it,
urban.
quote unquote, black it.
Yeah, they made it a little urban.
Yeah.
We had a question in the audience.
Anything from the audience before we go to our next one?
Yeah.
So,
All right.
We hear it.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
so what happened to positive black shows?
They
It wasn't popular
I
enough.
think Blackish is hilarious. Like,
don't-
it's
I
a
don't
great
watch
It shows
black
a
show.
black family.
Like,
it's very funny.
I didn't watch it when it comes on, but I watch it on like on demand. It's hilarious. Like, and it's a real life black show. But nowadays, you don't have like black shows.
Right,
you have
like-
casts with black people in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
Which
have
is
black shows.
that's
Like
the
that, like,
generation. It's the
It's the
generation.
No more Cosby.
Reality TV has taken over, but remember we had Cosby Show.
Yeah, but that's it's not
Different
this.
World,
This
Living
generation is not
Single,
gonna go
the
to
Marlon
that.
Wayne Show.
Yes.
All those shows are gone.
And you had more producers that was willing to make the shows. Now you just got Tyler Perry.
Right.
Right.
That's
Martin,
just doing all these shows that are
Right.
honestly the same thing over and
over
over
Yeah, I
again.
don't
But
even-
he is the only one that's really actually taking this thing to continue
Yeah.
to make
Right.
these shows because it's important to see our people.
And people knock
Exactly.
him or whatever. Like, I don't watch all of his shows, but I support what he's trying to
Yes.
do.
Yes.
Right.
Like, I
right.
see it. This generation is different though. Like, they don't see color as much
At
as
all.
we do.
At all, yeah.
Yes.
Like, their thing, this generation is the gays.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, don't
Yes.
mess with the gays.
Yes.
Don't,
Yeah.
as opposed
Yes.
to us where it was just like,
Yes.
don't mess with hip hop. And back then
Yeah.
it was don't mess with like the blacks.
Yes.
Don't mess. So now it's
Yes.
like, it's nice that they're all together, but I think there's still a forgetfulness
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
that you're going home to Garden City, I'm going to Queens. Like, it's a little different in that
Yeah.
aspect.
Yeah.
But Garden City watches Love and Hip Hop just as much as we
Yes.
do.
Yes.
They
But
do.
to them, this is
It's a
not-
joke.
It's a joke. And
Yeah.
if this
To
is-
us, it's like,
them
oh, I
it's-
know her.
To them, it's, oh, if this is how these people live, then that's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
and we can say, oh, that's not how we live. They're just taking everything to the extreme. Remember, she puts them in situations.
She does. She creates. You
She
can
creates
tell
it.
she
You can-
creates
you can
this.
tell she's
There's
creating
no reason why I don't
situations.
like you and I see you
Yeah.
all the time.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
At the same clubs, like we in the same. It's a little script. It's
Yeah,
scripted.
yeah.
But we watch it, so blame yourselves.
Yeah, so let's get into our second topic. This is also coming from the birthday girl herself. She texted us earlier, right? And I'm gonna get into detail about what you said. Fearing the inevitable and avoidance. So tell me about that. Let's get a little deeper. We got a half an hour left.
Well, I think people deal with, I say, difficult situations differently. And so when I say fearing the inevitable, it's almost as if like, you know when you was a little kid and your mom was like, if you go, I remember being a kid and my grandma like, you better not get off that block or you're gonna get a whooping. And you like, and she's like, oh, wait till I get home, you about to get a whooping. And you like, damn, you walking home.
You mad
And
scared?
you mad scared because you know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
So you might take a little bit slower steps. You might be,
Yeah.
you're fearing the inevitable. So you're trying not to get there. And that same ideology happens now with other things. I know I need to, let him know I'm pregnant. I'm not pregnant, babe. But I'm avoiding him because I don't want to let him know what is happening. So a lot of times people deal with,
Holding things back.
Yeah, how people deal with knowing what's going to happen, dealing with difficult situations and tough things. So that's why you're fearing the inevitable. You know this is something that has to be done. This is something that has to be said. But I'm going to take the long scenic route to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that's just as avoidance.
I think with that piece, I feel like a lot of us avoid things because we don't trust ourselves enough to know that we'll be able to handle the result that may or may not come.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I'm nervous about going to if I got the job or not. So I'm avoiding looking through my emails to see. I don't trust myself to know that I'll be okay if I didn't get that job, because I attached the story to the job. If I did not get the job, then now this is gonna happen, now that is gonna happen. So there's always something that we attach to it as if it's make or break. A lot of times for us, in like little tiny things like make or break, or if I tell her this, then he's gonna leave me, not gonna understand. So I think that's why we delay a lot of things. And I am queen worry.
I'm a worry woman.
I am queen analyzer.
Yes.
I think that's women.
I analyze because it's the fact of, I don't trust myself enough to know that I'll be okay if I failed.
But
that's what's up.
Don't you feel you're putting yourself a little bit more stressed just by thinking so ahead?
Absolutely. You know this.
We are women.
Why can't I just take it like?
I know that that I'm going to, but because I created it, because it means so much to me. I only worry about things that mean stuff. So I for that piece, it's like, okay, it means a lot to me, so I'm gonna worry about the end result, because I don't trust myself to know that I'll be able to bounce back if I failed, and what I think failure is.
Okay. It's also like expectation, concern. You don't want to be disappointing. You don't want to not do the right thing, you know what I mean, or what the right thing is. People are afraid of sort of messing up or slipping up, like, oh my God. How many
how you're viewed,
how people gonna see me. But that's like life. Like, that's just what it is. And I feel like as we get older, it's just kind of like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do what I want to do. Like, I can't even I can't give so much energy in worrying about it all the time.
Yeah, beloved, you're like a type of rip the band-aid off right type there.
I am.
You're like,
just give it to me real so I can put the band-aid back on, because this
I'm
hurts.
the type of person that's like, okay, how can I tell this person in the most delicate way possible? Like, I'm that person that's like, okay, I know I need to have this conversation with this person, but I'm that person that worries like, oh, what I have to say might end the friendship. Or
you see, this is the thing.
I don't want to come off rude, or I don't want to come off.
You see, I understand that, because people might. To me, the most friend thing for me to do with you is to be honest.
Yeah. No, you're right.
So despite the fact that it might hurt your feelings, I have to be 100 with you. Right. And that's what people fear. Honesty is scary to people. To me, and I always say this, like, even to my boyfriend, I will respect you for telling me you did it more than anything. It's going to hurt me, but tell me, because I can handle the truth. I can't handle you not telling me the truth, because then we all messed up now. So okay, let's say you my man and you cheat on me. You tell me you cheat on me. I'm going to be tight, but I can respect you cheating on me. We don't got to be cool. I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be hurt, but I can respect the honesty.
Yes.
That's my biggest thing.
What we're most worried about when it comes to like a conversation like that is the result.
Okay,
that's
but
what we're worried about.
You are worried about the result.
You weren't worried about it when your dick was out.
Exactly. You worried about the result this much right now? Yeah. But how was the pipe?
I'm worried about
worried
the
before.
future.
You're not worried about it.
You're worried about your future.
If you're telling me, oh, I'm gonna respect you. I'm respecting you for being honest. I'm honestly waiting for you to say, but.
No, but this is the thing. I agree with you. And most men can't handle that reality, because y'all will be like, nah, I ain't gonna tell her because she's gonna dead me, blah blah blah. And I get it, but my idea is different. You don't know if I'm gonna dead you. You don't know if I'm gonna be over with you, because you don't get me wrong. I might not. Like, it depends on the situation. We're gonna work from there. But I need I cannot handle you not telling me stuff.
So here's my thing.
That stuff messes me up.
With what you just said, Jeff, I held on to that piece.
Okay.
So you are more worried that she may dead you because you told her the truth, but the guy is never worried about the action.
Never.
At that point, he did it already.
See, this is
so. At that point, he.
He done laid it down
already. At that point, he did it already.
So he not thinking about that.
We're already past that.
So you don't want to take the risk.
If I came to you and said, Beezy, I cheated on you, it's done and over with already. But but here's the thing you're gonna tell me. I respect you for saying that.
No. Don't get me wrong. You're gonna tell me that you cheat.
Pascal Dewash is not gonna tell you that.
No. This is the thing. You're gonna cheat on me. Fine, we're gonna deal with that. Yes. I can handle the truth, and I feel like some men think we can't handle the truth.
No,
you think so, but I know if I'm wifey, and that was whatever. You just smash a new girl because there's nothing like new vagina. You know how guys are. The girl can get hit by a bus, and you sitting up with wifey like it's nothing, because she's not wifey.
Yes.
You're with the wifey. I get that.
Okay.
I understand that. But a lot of men underestimate how strong we can handle the truth, because y'all are insecure about what you did. It's not about the action. Don't get me wrong, that's messed up.
Yeah, it is.
It's deeper than that, though.
Yeah.
Right.
So what you can't handle is the fact that I can handle what you did. You can't handle the fact
It's not that.
Okay.
It's not that.
Okay, Jeff. It is that, Jeff. Because if you tell me you cheated on me and I'm like, okay, how we gonna move past this? You be like, whoa.
Yes.
I'm gonna be.
Whack.
Whoa.
That-
Exactly.
that-
So now you thinking, yo, nah, you too cool, you too good. Me.
That's it. I gotta ask you something now. Like,
That's your own insecurity, boo boo.
That's your own
That's your own
If you-
insecurity.
So you mean to tell me if you took it, well, okay, we'll just move past
No,
this.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that I'm going to take it like that.
Why are you holding her accountable for her reaction? Because my whole thing is that, okay, you cheated on her. So now you sit here like, I'm worried about what you gonna say. That means that you actually give a shit more about what I may say than actually what you did.
Exactly.
That means that you're really not that means that you're really not apologetic. That means that's what really boggles my mind. With that. Because as soon as the moment, I get that people mess up.
Yes.
But for you to be more concerned about my voice than actually what you did.
I said we're concerned about the
I'm
future.
talking about as a woman,
No.
you're not worried about the future. The moment you pulled that on somebody else, you weren't worried about the future.
No, you're not.
Because
Yes, you
if you
are.
did, you would have been like, honestly, shorty, you look good. I would definitely smash it in this moment.
No, but men don't think that way.
You don't think that
They don't
way.
think that way.
As
It's
a
not-
woman, I would have thought
It's not
that.
thought.
Yeah,
it's,
but there's nothing like new vagina.
it's nothing. It's
And
nothing
then
on some.
after you
Oh, I'm
beat it,
looking
then
at
what?
you.
And then what if it's whack? You're like, oh, it was whack anyway. So now
It's
you got
true.
a whack pooms that you cheated on with,
Right.
that your girl just may leave you for.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Like I said, I don't
men
understand.
are dumb. I've said since show number
get
one,
it.
it doesn't make sense to us, and it never will.
Yeah, never will.
But I understand how you guys think because you're dumb.
Oh my God.
So, with that being said, I can handle, because I'm smarter, I can handle certain things. You can't handle that I can handle it.
Yeah.
That's what your issue is.
But it's not-
Not
no, we're
every
not-
woman.
Not every woman can handle it.
Can handle it.
cannot.
So-
You're right.
So. It's
I'm
gonna
not
be one
saying-
of every 10 girl that's gonna handle it like Lover, and it's gonna be a girl
No,
that's
don't
gonna
get me-
handle
don't
it.
get it
like
twisted.
Beez
Yeah,
and
no,
try to-
Oh, no, boo boo.
No,
You're still
because-
deaded. You're still deaded.
Exactly.
Don't get me
Exactly.
wrong, but
No,
I can look you in the face.
A couple minutes ago, you said, "Well, let's how can we move past this?"
I gave that as
But
an
you-
example.
But you said, but now you're
No.
telling me I'm deaded.
I gave that as an example. A lot of women have been cheated on and have come back and been okay.
Yes.
Let's
Okay.
be real.
And,
Yes.
and there's a lot of people, women who've been cheated on and forgave their spouse. Not only say women, but
Right.
men too. Forgave their spouse and moved forward
And
in
have
that
a
same relationship.
wonderful, amazing
Have a great
relationship.
relationship.
People
Yes.
are human.
Yes.
Tina Campbell and Teddy. Her
Right.
husband cheated on her numerous times,
Right.
and they got over the infidelity. She was pissed. I think she put a bat to his car and stuff.
Oh
like
no,
that.
I get it.
That's
You know,
crazy.
but in the longevity of it, she forgave him.
She had to really check why she kept taking
Right.
him back.
Yeah.
Right.
So she was angry. So no, you're gonna get the angry person and be pissed and stuff like
Right.
that. And then now it's up to the woman to decide, do I want to stay
Right.
in this relationship? And sometimes, and I always tell people, what is your deal breaker?
Cheating.
You know what I'm saying? And
With the capital
is this a
C-H-E-A-T.
deal breaker? And
I
then you
should've-
also got to think about, okay, how long have we been in this relationship?
Right.
And I never say you're for history, because history is just that, history. Never stay in a relationship because of history.
History. Okay.
But but when you're invested into this person,
Yeah.
do I love them? Can I love them again? Those are all factors that you have to think about.
Nowadays, cheating is not everybody's, like a lot of people, it's
It's
deal
not-
breaker.
it's not the deal
It's
breaker.
not a
It's
deal
not
You know
deal
what?
breaker.
They
breaker.
got songs about it.
No.
Right, it's not everyone's deal
I think they
breaker.
see time.
They're not even
I
begging
see.
to
I
come
think.
back
I think they use
anymore.
they use
Time thing,
The
but
time,
don't get me
yeah.
wrong. I think nowadays people's deal breakers is money, more
Yeah.
than
More than
anything.
cheating, yeah,
More than
yeah,
cheating.
yeah.
Yeah, he cheated on me, but girl and bills are paid.
Yep.
It's like what?
Okay,
Who are you being?
We got an audience
We got
question.
an audience question.
I have a question.
It's the same person. I'm sorry.
I have a question, right? How about you speak to, like, let's say you speak to your other half about certain things that you want in sex, and
Sex.
it's not happening.
Sex.
Okay.
More than multiple times,
Okay.
to the point where now,
You're not sexually compatible.
no, so like, yeah, let's say you're not sexually compatible.
Okay.
Now on the
You
sexual same
But
page.
you express to, like, well, your other half,
Okay.
this is what you want, but yet you
Never get it?
And
Have
now you go off and end up getting it
Okay.
from
Somewhere else.
somewhere else.
You should have left.
Leave.
But how do you leave, especially if you How do you leave?
Well, sex is a big part of your relationship.
I mean, sex is a big part of your relationship, but you got. Let's think the bottom line is I have a need.
That's not being fulfilled.
Right, but I have a need, and I'm telling you what this need is. Now, the fact that that person is not willing to change, it could be like, yo, I want orange juice every morning. I'm telling you, I want orange juice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the question is, do you love me enough to say, okay, her need for orange juice is serious. Let me see if I can make that happen.
It's not about the sex.
It's not about the sex. It's about the other person telling you by their actions, okay, my man or my wife or my woman or whatever, she wants A, B, and C.
Right.
Now, if I respect those, I'm not saying I'm going to give you everything, but if me changing is showing you that you are worth for me.
And you're important enough.
You're important enough. I take what you say to heart, and therefore I'm going to make that change, or I'm going to try to get to some point. You may not get 100%, but if I get you 75%,
then right.
Yeah, there's a change.
Well, you know, wax sex is a real
What if you go to sex therapy and then it still doesn't
wax
work?
Sex is a legit
reason
to do.
What if you love him?
Okay.
I've been there.
If you love him,
let me explain something to you, Jeff.
And the sex is whack.
Wax sex is not a reason to cheat. However, you've pushed me to the point of no return because we've had this conversation, and you're not doing anything.
You read a Zane book.
Okay, so it's kind of like if I'm telling you,
it's a reason to leave.
If I'm for some people it is, and I've seen it done because if I'm not getting it from you, I'm going to get it from someone else. And it's not because I don't love you; it's because you're not listening.
What if it's just to fulfill
that void?
Void, that's it.
80-20. 80-20. You want to fulfill the void, then you're going to fulfill it regardless. I love you to death, but I rather the way this person does this, and this. You're never going to stop.
Yeah.
Until this person gives you that. So then here we go. We're in
and
bad
then
place.
sometimes people just have to realize that maybe, he or she may be providing good sex for somebody else. It just may not be for you.
Yeah, and there are therapists, things you can do. There's ways around this.
You're gonna go through all that?
I'm a grown ass woman. I'm a grown ass.
You're gonna go through all that?
Jeff, I'm a grown ass woman.
If I love him, yes.
No, absolutely.
And I feel like
if I love him,
we could do something. We can go to sex therapy.
Sex therapy, games, toys, friends. We are gonna work this out. Okay, we are in this relationship together. We are committed. Let's figure this out.
Nursing office?
But I also
whatever it takes. I'm committed.
If a sex is going good and then it starts getting bad, something is up.
Watch him. Watch him.
He's shitting.
He's
shitting.
Oh my gosh.
Watch him.
Guys, I'm telling you, the guys have a guilty conscience.
Yes, it is.
When things, I'm telling you.
And you guys cheat terribly.
Your body tells it all.
Yeah.
Something ain't right.
Women cheat terribly.
Nah, we cheat smarter.
We cheat
Not that
very
I do that. But you guys you move different, you smell different, you talk different, you walk different.
You start blaming us for everything. All of a sudden, it's you. Like, you see, that's what I'm talking about. Every single thing.
It's like, yo, what the hell? I just asked you how your day was. Yo, why you always asking me mad questions? Whoa.
Also,
maybe he's having a bad day.
So what's the bad?
Okay. Maybe he's having a bad day.
We notice things about you that you don't notice about yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
So when you move different, I know when I walk into the room, when this is moved different here, where this look different, where this look different. All right.
Yeah.
Y'all don't even realize
it.
Your whole emotion shifts.
Y'all
We
do the same.
We know, we just don't say anything all the time.
We're not saying that women don't do the same. However, you must acknowledge the fact that it's done.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's what I was trying to tell you earlier. You're telling me, oh, you should have thought about the future. We have to now get past this now, and we gotta move forward.
Let me tell you,
that's why I'm more worried. I'm more worried about our result than me doing it.
Jeffrey.
Okay.
I know Stephanie Pascal Dewash cannot handle being cheated on.
So that's your deal breaker.
Yes, because the woman that I will become.
What about if y'all were together for 20 years, married?
Married.
Kids.
Just history.
I'm telling you.
Your reset button. You're willing.
Yes, because you know what? I told you from the beginning, my deal breaker. That means to tell me that you don't.
20 years scares you more than it scares her.
20 years?
That doesn't scare me. Because you know what? For 20 years, it must not have been that great.
Could have been one
out
time.
Of 20 years, it doesn't
craziness
matter.
at the bar.
That one time you forgot that you loved me. That one time you forgot that I wasn't here for you. I'm good.
It doesn't mean I don't love you at all anymore.
It doesn't mean
It doesn't, for you to think that one time me cheating doesn't mean I don't love you at all.
That's me. That's my
crazy.
love language.
That's her.
Then you're crazy.
That's
Then you're crazy.
That means that I am a woman that
Then you're crazy.
believes
That's
that
her
she deserves
thing.
to not be
Crazy,
cheated
son.
on. And I'm gonna set the bar. The moment from the beginning.
You're crazy.
You cheat on me, I'm done. Because
That's
for
her
me,
deal breaker.
That's why
That's her
I
deal
tell you
breaker.
straight up, I don't accept gifts from guys. Like, I don't really care. I'm not a gift person. Because the moment you do something, it's gone in the wind. I already equaled it as you did not care. That means that this never meant anything. I attach memories to stuff.
Okay.
You give me something, that means you actually care. The moment, I feel like you break that trust, that means that you never really care. That's just how I equal stuff. That's how I know that Stephanie Pascal Dewash will change. Because the woman that I will become after that cheat, you don't want to be with, and I don't want to be with her either.
That's
The
crazy.
relationship is
I'm
different
not gonna
in
do it.
general. Like after cheating,
Yeah.
that adjustment
It is.
has to
Otherwise.
be
It is.
major. It
And,
has to be like
and
super
to
duper.
Beez, there's no coming back from that. So.
Well, that's
You know what?
her.
And then now, I'm gonna start feeling insecure. I'm gonna be honest with myself. I know what I'm gonna be like. What was it about her? How
Yep.
come it wasn't me? Well, you telling me you love me and she's nobody? It's impossible. You slept with her at this time.
It is
For
that she was
you
nobody.
spent time with her. For me, it's like, oh, okay. I'm gonna start comparing.
She made a relationship in her head.
No, men are
She made
dumb.
a relationship in her
I didn't
head.
make a relationship. I was in
No.
a relationship with you. I
Yes,
did not
and then
create a
you
relationship
made
in my
a
head.
relationship with her with me and some other girl when it could have just been
No,
one time.
You create no.
And
The
it could've
moment you
just been
sleep
one
with somebody,
time.
you started a relationship.
What?
You related it in a way. Your relationship with her was just sex.
And
that's a relationship.
That's a relationship, yes. But at the end of the day,
So
doesn't mean I
didn't
don't
create
love
in
you
my
no
head.
more.
No, for
No,
me
you
it does.
That's
for
crazy.
her, it
For me,
does.
it
That's
does.
crazy.
You might love
It's
her,
crazy.
but you smashing
For
another
me, it
girl
does.
to you is nothing. To us, it's like, whoa. It's just like if
It's the I'm
I'm with
not
you
enough
and I
conversation.
cheat on you. A woman that cheats on a man, the man is never the same.
Never.
She's done.
You would think
You could cheat on her
would
'Cause
think
there's more emotion
a
behind
guy
it.
could
She
cheat on
cheats
a
on you
girl
one time,
20,
she's
30
done.
times back and forth.
'Cause you actually-
we take you
but
back. You guys, yo, Jeff,
You
if I'm
actually
your
liked
girl,
him because you actually liked
get
him.
the hell. He
You
doesn't
actually
feel
liked
bad.
him.
No, shut up.
You liked
You
her
actually
too.
liked him.
No, Jeff, if I'm with you and I cheat on you, Jeff, you will never
You
look
know
at
why?
me the
Because you
same.
like him.
And you don't like her?
You like him.
You don't like her?
I
No.
don't.
That's why every
Me
word-
and you, I don't have to like her.
You
I
don't.
don't
Jeff,
have to like her.
I don't have to like him.
No, you
No,
did like
you
him.
cheated
No,
on
I
him.
didn't like
You
him.
did like him.
I don't like him.
You dreamt about him. You had daydreams
No,
about
that's
him.
what
You
you
like
think.
that nigga.
That's what you
You like
So, Jeff, you see your reaction right now? That's exactly how I feel about
Yes.
you.
Because
You
at the
dreamt
same
about
time-
her. You went to go see her.
I
You
don't
was with
have
her.
to like her.
And I don't have
I
to
don't-
like
I-
him.
yes,
I
you
don't.
do.
No, I don't. You have
me
to like
tell you
her.
something.
Jeff, to
There's
put your
something-
penis in that girl's vagina.
Doesn't take that
Stop
much.
it. Stop it.
That I know this guy that he's with his girl. He takes pictures, family pictures with his girl and his new baby. But he be hitting me up talking about what's up, let's go out to dinner. I'm feeling you.
It's all up
Let's
in
do
your
this, let's
DM.
do that. So you mean to tell me I'm supposed to take you and your relationship seriously? You as a man?
It's not. It's
You as a man?
You can create this double standard all you want.
It's
A woman.
There's a
that-
lot of bad things
Let
in
me
this
tell you
world. The
something.
double standard is one of them.
Men
And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all.
handle being cheated on ever.
You know why?
Ever,
Because you
ever,
like
ever.
that person.
And you like that girl.
You like that
There's
person.
a-
And you like
There
that
is-
girl. Like,
Even if
first
I
of
have
all,
emotions
Jeff,
behind
you're
it,
not
you
smashing-
had more emotions behind
Jeff,
it
you're
than
not,
I did.
You're not smashing
a
anyone
liar.
without buying that chick a drink,
Oh my God,
a
you're a
meal.
liar.
You're not smashing nobody without that stuff.
Jeff is a
Hold on.
liar.
Yo, guys, there's a big difference between when a man and a woman cheat.
Here we go.
We get
the
it.
peanut gallery.
We get
but
it.
it's
A
the
woman will
truth.
never
It's the
understand
truth.
why a guy cheats. However, that's why I set the bar for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm never going to understand why a man cheats, the moment you cheat on me, goodbye.
It's done. It's done with
Because
her.
as an analyzer, I'm going to try to figure out for the rest of the duration why you cheated on me. And because I'll never have that reason, because guys don't even know why they do it.
Because they're
How
dumb.
come I'm going to stay with
It's
you?
not even that. It's just
Come
that
on.
if a guy cheats, it's more so like he's just looking at.
It's just sex.
It's
New
just- it's just
vagina.
sex.
There's
Okay.
nothing like
But if
new
it's a
vagina.
woman,
So you could keep
it's
having sex
very,
with her.
very
No, you know
deep.
why it's deeper? Because you see this man's schlong going inside your girl. That's what you
Yeah.
see in your
But
brain.
yo, it's a process.
you
It's a
can-
process.
It's a
for y'all ladies.
process. It's the same process.
Nah, it's a process
the
for y'all
same
ladies because the thing is, you gotta,
no, you know why?
gotta
Because
open your
you can't
legs
take it.
and you gotta receive a
And then
man.
you
You
know
can't
what?
take it.
And then
You
when you
can't take
change,
it.
it's
That's
too
real
late.
talk.
Because
though.
we have to receive a man. You don't give her
Yes, you
juices.
gotta receive the man.
It
outta
gotta take you
here.
to lose
It's
the woman.
emotion.
It's
It's
the
emotion.
emotional
A
thing.
guy could just straight
Yo,
up.
so the girl didn't give you top? Stop it.
Yep. What?
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Rodney, go. No, I thought you said.
There's no, men can't handle it. Stop it. You can't handle it. Let it go. Deal with it. Handle that. Women can handle being cheated on.
Yes.
Yes.
You can't take it because, first of all, it's your ego. First of all, this ego, yo,
Yeah.
he's smashing my girl. Nah, she's a this, she's a that. To him, That's new pussy.
Because
just like to
you
you went out and got new vagina. It's the same thing.
You have an emotional.
Girls nowadays are smashing.
Yeah.
Easy.
First
Just
of
like
all,
guys.
Like Rodney,
Not that that's
the fact
me.
that we're emotional creatures, fine. God designed us to be that way. Without the emotion, we
Deal
couldn't
with
give
it.
birth to your children. However, my issue was that just because we're emotional creatures, it does not mean that we have to be, it's our fault that we feel that way.
Exactly.
Because if you didn't do it, I wouldn't have to feel that way. Because if somebody loved me, it wouldn't cross your mind. Yes, she's bad. Yes, she's this. Yes, she's that. Is it worth it? You thinking about
That's
your
the question.
future.
Yes.
That's like saying,
Is it worth it?
if you can't, okay, let's talk about work. If you knew that the future of your job was to be a CEO, you're not going to take any single risk from now until then to jeopardize that future. Because you actually care. So why treat a woman any different?
Yep. That's right, honey.
Come on.
What happened, Jeff? You're not talking. What happened?
I was waiting for the
You was waiting for the clapping?
Let's stop it.
Here's the thing, Beez. Here's what I'm trying to get to you. Nothing. We can cheat. Yes, it's bad.
Stop saying that. We can cheat.
We are cheating. Yes, it's bad. But you to completely shut the person out is wrong.
Not on
No,
me.
that's you're
wrong.
bugging,
It's
Jeff.
It's wrong.
That's her. That's that's
That
her.
is the standard
Yes.
that I am creating. It's not wrong, all right, but it's my standard.
Because-
That's like saying
but
your
you're saying
standard
that-
is for a woman to actually respect your opinion. That is your standard.
But-
Anything below that, let me
Yes.
continue.
Go.
Anything below that is a sign of disrespect.
Okay.
Period. I see it as a sign of disrespect. The same way you expect your girl to treat you in a certain manner, anything below that, you are taking a risk for the relationship. And it's possible if you do not respect my standard, I will leave you. The same
just-
way,
yeah.
Stephanie Pascal, there was standard is I do not accept cheating because I equal it as
No,
disrespect.
what she's saying is,
But she-
I get it. I get what
Yeah.
she's saying, but her breaking point, her standard
It's
is
cheating.
But for me,
she's not in a point. She doesn't know at what point in the relationship.
no,
the
but
person
let's
is.
What does it matter?
It doesn't
What does it matter?
To her, it doesn't
What does it matter?
It's like,
A, B,
I was
20.
talking to my husband one time. We had a conversation, and I said we were talking about, when people go, you in a relationship for a long time and things are not happening, and things are not changing, or like when you're gonna propose and so on and so forth, it just doesn't happen. And then I said, I would eventually leave because he's like, so you gonna take all those years that you used together and you just walk out, start all over? I was like, yes, because it's not
Absolutely.
about starting all over. It's about the fact that I've told you this is what I want, and you're not showing me that you care about me to say, okay, let's make this happen.
Yeah.
And I'm not, and it is together. Like together, we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
So for me, treating is not a breaking point for me. But if you're not paying attention to me or not you're
Making
not
an effort.
making an effort, so that like to me being heard.
Is a
Yeah.
breaking point.
Right.
Is a
If
breaking
you're not,
point. for you.
if I'm
everybody has
constantly-
their
if you're not,
things.
that would
Yeah.
be my breaking point. Okay, I gotta go because you don't care enough about me to.
What's
to,
my break? I don't even know what my
What's your breaking point?
I don't even know. I think when it hits me, it's gonna lack of progression. Like if we staying still for too long, I get a little like, all right, what's going on
What's
here?
that? Yeah.
To me, if you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards.
Backwards.
And people are always like, oh, y'all been together mad long, you're just gonna up and leave. Yes,
Yes.
that doesn't scare me.
Yeah.
That
Time. I guess time does not scare
no,
you.
That's
time
good.
doesn't
Doesn't
scare
scare
me
me.
because I know my worth. I know
Yes.
if I'm cut loose out in these streets,
Yep.
Somebody trying to pick
People
up
are waiting
lover.
for us.
quick, I have
Lying.
zero doubts. Somebody go come snatchies, easy.
Somebody's confident.
Because there are men
Yeah.
waiting.
I have no.
There are men waiting for you to mess up. The same way there are women waiting for us to mess up.
You know why I have no doubts? Because I know my worth. I know what I can offer, and somebody's gonna come snatch me up, and it's gonna hurt you more to see me with somebody else.
Yep.
You had the time.
Yep.
That's gonna kill you to walk me down the aisle with my teeth to another man. That's gonna kill you more, and I'm
Then
going
you're
to
gonna
smile.
say, "Baby, come back."
Baby, come back. Nope, you had your shot. So that
Okay.
doesn't scare me.
Thank you, ladies. I'd like to say before we end,
To be
happy
continued.
birthday
Oh, yes.
once again, Miss Nikki Damascene. As you can see, she's been talking all day with her,
Hello.
Yeah,
with her
it's-
voice. With
yeah.
her voice. But thank you for tuning in, listening to another installment of The Perspective. We'll be back here next week.
Yes.
And next week will actually be another good show because it's going to be an all-woman staff. I won't be here.
Who's gonna?
So
Oh,
it's gonna be
What?
all women staff next week. So we'll see how that goes. Thank y'all for listening, and we'll see y'all next week. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, how
Bye,
cute.
cute.
I'm wrong.
Fuck out of here.